from ShiGig coming at you today. I'm excited to come at you with these new cards. We're going to be talking about the new Blue Wave support. So Blue Wave isn't really a new archetype. We did get a Blue Wave card before, which is Blue Wave Dragon, Tetra Drive Dragon, which you guys probably, if you've been with my channel for a while, you've seen my Tetra Drive Dragon deck profile. It's one of my favorite decks. It's my favorite card for Aquaforce. I love Tetra Drive. He's the card that I tech into my Aquaforce deck even now. I sorry I haven't brought up a new deck profile for Aquaforce. I'm just missing one Lambros. I have 3, so I haven't been able to do an update for that for you for the new Thabas Aquaforce deck. I probably won't be building that now since this will be coming out soon, so I'm going to be working on getting this one because I still have my Tetra Drives and I love the card. But if you guys don't know, we've got new support for it, new Blue Wave. So let's get off with the stride first. So Blue Wave Martial Dragon Tetra Boil Dragon. So it's a new revamped version of the original Tetra Drive Dragon. So Tetra Drive Boil Dragon skill is Generation Break 2. So this Busher did Generation Break 2 if some of you guys don't understand that. Because a lot of people still didn't understand what it meant to have already one card already face up in the G zone to activate your main boss stride effects. This makes it a little bit easier and it helps get some people not confused anymore. It was just a Flame Booster there to help clarify the effects. So Auto Vanguard Dragon Strike 2, Countless 1, choose a face down card named Blue Wave Martial Dragon Tetra Boil Dragon from your G zone and turn it face up. So right away, the first part of the cost is only Countless 1, which is really good. And then when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a heart card with Blue Wave in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, until end of turn, this unit gets drive -1. So it's going to be 2 drive checks each time you attack. And you're going to have a Blue Wave. So you're going to have to either Blue Wave Dragon Tetra Drive Dragon, which is the original one, which he's based off of, or you're going to have the new Stride Blue Wave Dragon Anger Boil Dragon. So for the rest of the effect is if you do until end of turn, this unit gets drive check -1 and auto Vanguard wave 4th time. So that means when a 4th attack, that's what the waves are. It's just like the 4th time attacks. Not this card if it's a wave 4 attack, but it says choose a card from your hand and discard it. At the end of the battle that your rear guard attacked Vanguard, you may pay the cost if you do stand this unit. So what that means is if your rear guard attacks 4th, like for the 4th battle, when one of your rear guards make the 4th attack for that turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand and restand this unit. So it's a restanding stride, which is very good for a counterblast 1 and a discard 1, and of course the persona flip for a restanding unit. So you still are going to be 2 drive checks, but that's really good. It's not really a big minus, and you have a lot of ways to plus even more with the new card effects. So compare this to the original Tetra Drive, which is this guy here, Blue Wave Dragon Tetra Drive Dragon. The original one was Limit Break 4, so that means when you're at 4 damage or more, you can use this effect. At the end of battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard. If it is the 2nd battle of that turn, until end of turn, this unit gets Auto Vanguard Counterblast 2 and choose 2 Aquaforce cards from your hand and discard them. At the end of the battle that your rear guard attacked a Vanguard, if it is the 4th battle of that turn, you may pay the cost if you do stand this unit. So it has to attack 2nd. And then its limit break is at the end of that battle. So if you healed when you were at 4, you lose it because you went down to 3, so you won't be able to use limit break. But once you get past that, if you didn't heal and you still have 4 damage or more, you'll get the effect to restand him, and it's a counterblast 2 and a discard 2 from when he restands. And then he also has the 2nd ability, counterblast 1. This unit gets power plus 2000 to end of turn, and then Lord. So comparing these two together. This guy doesn't have to attack 2nd, he just has to attack the Vanguard, so you can attack with him 1st. I recommend attacking with him 2nd like you do with Tetra Drive, because there's a lot of combos, a lot of card effects that combo with this guy when he attacks 2nd. So I would suggest keeping the same order you would have done with Tetra Drive. And I'll get down a little bit because I'm going to reveal more Blue Wave support, since this video is to discuss all the new Blue Wave support that has come out so far. That is double R and triple R, and a few commons. Again, not all support has come out for the new clan booster for Aquaforce, so this is just them. So this card's a counterblast 2 and discard 2, while this guy's a counterblast 1, discard 1. And of course, you can use this guy a lot quicker than you can use him, most likely. Well, you can also play the limiter, but I don't really suggest it when you already have this guy. So right there, it's already half the cost, and it's not too restricted as he was. And he's going to be swinging for 26 by himself, and then he's just swinging by 11 by himself. So it's a lot better improvement. I'm really excited for this. It also, one thing on the side note, it helps is it'll probably help lower the cost of Lambros. It's another stride to go in if you can't afford Lambros, because it is a triple R, so it's not going to be probably expensive, hopefully, as Lambros is right now, because of the fact that triple Rs and climb boosters, it's easy to pull. And looking back at the Bermuda climb booster for English, it wasn't too expensive for triple Rs. It was only the GR that was actually really expensive. So hopefully this deck will be a lot cheaper to build. Next up is the new Stride, Blue Wave Dragon, Anger Boil Dragon. So this is the new Stride break. So first up, his Generous Break 2 effect is Auto Vanguard Generous Break 2 Wave second time. So when he attacks second, when this unit attacks Vanguard, this unit gains power plus 5,000. Until end of turn, choose up to one of your rearguards, stand it, and it gets power plus 10,000 to end of turn. So basically, if he attacks a second time, you can choose one of your rearguards, restand it against 10k. So this card effect just right there is a lot better. I mean, this beats the crap out of Thavis, the Stride break unit, because not the Stride itself, but the Stride break, the trial deck, because Thavis was like he had attack 4th, and then he gained a crit. I don't remember if he gained a crit or not, but he had attack 4th, and with his GB2 to gain a Glory Maelstrom skill, I believe. Here, let me check out the card right next to me. Let's see. He did gain crit. Says if when this unit attacks Vanguard, if it is a forest battle that turn or more, until end of battle, that unit gains crit, and your opponent cannot call grade 0 cards from hand to guard and circle. So they could still perfect guard it, and he had attack 4th or more. So it wasn't that great because to get those power and stuff, you're already attacking for little numbers because of it was a lot better with Lambro. So even if you wrote Thavis, it was bad. So the only real good thing about Thavis was the whole Stride break effect was when one of your units attacks 4th, you can choose three of your opponent's units. You choose one of them to retire, so you would get a free retire. But in my opinion, this is already immediately a lot better because let's say you had a title slot on the rearguard, so you can just swing for 9k with title slot against a rearguard, and then you swing with him. He'll be swinging for 16 by himself plus a 7k booster. So that would be a 23 column. And then you restand title slot. Title slot will gain 10k, so he'd be 19k by himself. So say you hit a crit. You're like, okay, crit, power, all effects title slot. It didn't hit anything else. So you swing 24 to crit with title slot by himself, restand him, he loses 5 keys back to 19. Then say you had Orthea as a booster behind him. You go swing with title slot 19k plus Orthea 7k. That is 26 to crit to your Vanguard. And then you activate Orthea's skill, Count +1, Soul +1, restand title slot, and he loses another 5k. So he's back down to 14k. So that'll be 14k to crit to Vanguard. So right there, that's already a lot of attacks just there with 2 columns. And it's a lot of power there, like already there, a few attacks there. That's already past 15k guard shield. Then you have another column to attack, and say you have Blue Magnum Assault, or you have the new Double R, which I'll get to a little bit for Blue Waves. Let's say you have Magnum Assault, because a lot of people probably already know what Magnum Assault is. So you attack with Magnum Assault column boosted. Okay, that's 16k guard. Restand him, attack for 12. So right there, you already got a bunch of combos going off. A lot better than you would have done just playing Thavis if you couldn't Stride. And then his second ability, which is his Stride break ability, which is Auto Vanguard. During a turn, when you name Blue Wave, Martial Dragon, Tetra Boil Dragon, Stride, choose one of your Vanguards until an end turn. It gets 3,000. And Auto Vanguard circle Wave second time. So when it attacks second, when this unit attacks Vanguard, choose up to 2 of your rearguards and stand them, and they get power plus 3,000 until end of turn. So if you guys are confused, this is like how Blaster Dark Diablo is, but this is actually Blaster Dark Diablo done right. It's not crappy. It has a great Generous Break 2, unlike Blaster Dark Diablo did, but it is, again, restricted to a certain strat. But it's not bad. It's a lot better than Thavis's. Like this, restand 2 units and give them 3k. You can restand a whole column, and that's a 6k. That's an extra 6k, so that's already swinging for a bigger number. So that would be like 22k column. Or you can also do other combos. So since it does give your Stride an extra 3k, which will be him, so he'll be swinging for 29 by himself. You can also just go with, say you had the grade 2, the new like Magnum Assault, or the new grade 2 for Blue Wave, or Tidal Assault. You can just, like if you had Tidal Assault, you can just swing Tidal Assault against the rear guard, attack with the Vanguard, use the skill, restand the unit that boosted your Vanguard and Tidal Assault. Tidal Assault gain 3k, and the booster will gain 3k. And since it is still boosting, it gets that 3k power, so it'll be a 10k booster, so you'll be swinging 39 with the Vanguard, and Tidal Assault will be at 12. So Tidal Assault can now hit without having to be boosted, and then you can restand and use his effect. Or you can swing with Tidal Assault column at a rear guard, restand again 6k, or you can do another way. And then you can also use Magnum Assault. Magnum Assault attack the Vanguard. Count plus 1, restand him, gains 11k. He's at 12. He's at 11k. Restand him, gains 2k. He'll be at 11k by himself. Then you attack with Vanguard boosted. You restand the one that boosted Magnum Assault. Magnum Assault gains. I mean, not Magnum Assault, but the unit that boosted Magnum Assault gains another 3k. So that's pretty much another 5k right there to that column. Plus, you get to give. Like again, the unit that boosted the Tetra Stride, the Tetra Stride. I want to say Tetra Drive every time, but Tetra Stride, another 3k boost. Again, it's 39 to the Vanguard. Or if you have the new double R for Blue Wave, which is Magnum Assault, but doesn't have to be boosted, you can do that same combo there, and you still get multiple attacks, and you're hitting bigger numbers each time. Because that'll be 11 plus 10k boost, which is 21. So that's a big boost combo right there, and that's not even getting triggers yet. So, right now, I've already seen a lot of synergy, a lot of good combos here, like, just really good. And you have an option to run entire grade 2 lineup, which lets you restand and get you multiple attacks. So you can easily do a lot of combos here, just with those cards there. But not only that, we got a Blue Wave Dragon Dagger Master Draco Kid, which is an amazing starter for both Tetra Drive by himself and the new Tetra Stride. So his effect is Forerunner. So of course, Forerunner, when a unit with the same clan rises unit, you may call it to rear guard circle. And then Generous Break, act rear guard, Generous Break 1, countless 1, put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your Vanguards with Blue Wave in its card name. Until end of turn, it gets auto, wave second time or more. This ability is active during the specified battle of each turn. Oops. So basically, attack second. When this unit attacks second or more, this unit attacks a Vanguard, draw a card. So, right here, just this part, there's two abilities you get, but for the wave second time more, if you attack second with him first, the first attack, you get to draw a card. So that right away, that makes up the cost for just the discard. So you'll pretty much just discard in one. Then, since it says second time or more, when you attack for him for the fifth attack, whichever it's going to be, it's most likely going to be the fifth attack if you want the second ability, you'll get to draw another card. So you got to draw 2 cards. So you also get that extra drawback. So you're already creating a lot of advantage right there. And then it has a second ability to go with it, which it gets Auto Vanguard, wave 5th time or more. When this unit attacks with Vanguard, this unit gets critical +1. So let's say you hit a critical trigger. If your opponent guards that attack, you may want to put the critical on something like Tidal Assault, so that way you can reset with Tidal Assault and put effects with that. Because he's going to get a crit when he swings through 5th if you use the starter skill. Of course, there's always the option of this getting sniped off, getting retired by your opponent, being locked or something. But still, this is amazing. This helps Aquaforce. One of the main problems for Aquaforce has always been hand size, because they have to commit so much to the field to get their attacks. But with this is amazing. You get 2 draws, and he gets a crit for this second attack. That's amazing. That makes up his discard costs, and that gets you an extra +1. And you're restanding too, so you get that extra 2 drive checks. That's very good. It's 1 extra if you count, like you usually get 3 with the Stride, well this one you get 4, so it's 1 extra, so you get 2 more cards than you would usually do, which is very good for Aquaforce, because they need hand advantage as much as they can get, because they do have to commit. So this is very good. In my opinion, this is amazing. This is, like, I'm really excited for the new support. So now we're getting on to the double Rs. As for comments rails, this is the only thing I really know about right now, because the whole entire set has not been released yet. We'll be seeing more. If there's anything more big that comes out, I'll probably do an update video on that. But right now, we're seeing this deck can be very competitive. It can be very fun. It can be actually budget friendly, because you probably only need 2 Lambros. Because you can play 2 Lambros, 4 of this guy, and 2 of something else. Maybe 2 of the card that retires one for Counterblast, or play 2 of the Stride, so that way you can get, if you didn't have a grade 3 of the Stride, for your next turn, you can at least get the Generous Break 2 immediately and get an extra attack, so you don't have to waste a Lambros. So that way you can get a Generous Break 2 if you didn't have another grade 3 in hand, which would be pretty good. So that's one G-Zone, right? But here's the new double R at grade 2. This is the one I was talking about for a while now in this video, is Blue Wave Marine General Phobos, however you pronounce it. So wave third time. So when he attacks the third, so when he attacks for the third attack, you can count last one. When this unit attacks Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard Blue Wave in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 2,000 power plus 2,000 until end of turn, and at the end of the battle, send this unit. So you can just go attack with him boosted, count last one, reset him, gets 2k, so you can still get your multiple attacks, and then you can swing with him for 11k to Vanguard, and then restand your Tetra Boil. Unfortunately, I wish he didn't have the wave third time, maybe wave first, maybe or something like that. I can deal with the wave third because you do want your Vanguard to attack second most of the time with this deck because of your, again, the whole wave second skill and the wave Generous Break 2, wave 2. I wish that it didn't have that restriction on it, but it doesn't have a Generous Break 1 restriction on it, which is very good. So that means if you have a blue wave Vanguard, you can do, so like say you had him, because he is a blue wave himself, so you have him, yeah, you call him to rear guard. You can just go swing with another rear guard, swing with the Vanguard, swing with this guy, and restand and get a fourth attack. Helps you with your grade 2 rush. Really nice. I like that. That can help you with the grade 2 rush. So that's pretty good. Because he's not a Generous Break 1, so that's very nice. Then, and also, it can also help you with another card effect, which I'll show you in a second, which is a double R grade 1. This doesn't have Generous Break 1 either. So, Blue Wave Soldier, Bright Shooter. Its effect is wait 4th time or more. This ability is active during your special battle turn. Probably didn't read that, but at the end of the battle that this unit boosted, if you have a Vanguard Blue Wave in its card name, choose up to one grade 3 card from your drop zone put into hand. So if this deck doesn't get a Stride Fodder, which hopefully it does, because we did see Blaster Dark Diablo get a not a Stride Fodder, but a Stride Searcher for him, because Chair searches out for Blaster Dark Diablo. If we don't get something like this, we have this guy, which is not too bad because we can discard a guard to stride, and then you get a fourth attack or more. You can use Stavis to get that extra attack if you didn't have enough attacks to get the fourth. You can grab that grade 3 ditch, so it's not bad. It's a double R. Kind of sucks as a double R, but it's fine. I wish it was like maybe a lesser attack, so that way it's a lot easier to pull off for a double R. But it's fine. Aquaforce can hit that real easily. So with this, like say you didn't have a grade 3 in hand, but you did damage check the grade 3, and then you healed that grade 3. You can just go swing with the rear guard, swing with Vanguard, swing with this guy for third attack, restand this guy, boop, then attack with him boosted for 18, and then you can grab that grade 3 you healed. So that could help with some situations, but it's going to be a very far situation to get that effect off. But it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's not too hard to pull off. So if we don't get Stride Fodders, and we don't have room to put damage Stride Fodders in, we can put this guy. And it's not bad. And the deck so far, it doesn't look too Counter Blast heavy, which is Aquaforce is very good. There's a lot of new Soul Blast 1 support in this set, which is okay, but I'm still, like personally, I'm even thinking about still keeping Orthea in it, or I think it's Orthea. Sorry if I can't remember the name correctly, but I'm thinking of putting that because the combo I explained to you guys with Tidal Assault with where is he? With this guy, if you had to do that, that'd be pretty good, man. I mean, if you can't stride, hell, if you can do a combo like that without striding, ooh, that's pretty good. But that's like really good. Again, maybe if this guy had resist, I would like him a little bit more, but I just don't know why. But the third time, I don't like it. But it needs it so the card's not broken for this guy. But other than that, this deck is looking very solid. I like it more than the other support. Didn't really like the Thavis Stride, but it's still decent. You can get your Generous Break 2, but you won't get that Generous Break 3 effect, but still pretty good. I'm really excited for the set. So if you guys don't have this guy anymore set, I would probably pick him up before he goes up in price even more. Because I still have my 3 copies. I'm thinking of putting 4 of this guy in and playing 3 of him and then playing 1 Glory as a tech. Because Glory is still good. If you have a really bad situation, you don't have enough to get multiple attacks to use this guy's effect or to use this guy's effect. And let's say you stride, because this guy doesn't require you to grab Blue Wave from your drop zone, it just requires you to have a blue wave Vanguard. So you can just like have this guy this guy is your Vanguard and ditch a Gory Maelstrom from a hand to stride. And then you can later on, if you're like, oh, okay, I don't have any strides left. I need to push. I don't have enough counterblasts or whatever to use this guy's effect, or I don't have this guy left, or I don't have any labyrinths or something like. Just say the game got dragged out like really long, and you're like, maybe I play the Maelstrom crit. I can just go, okay, lol, right Gory Maelstrom, call the crit behind him, swing. You got any interceptors because you can't guard from hand. Like that might be it. I'm thinking about doing that. I'm gonna have to do a lot of play testing. I'm very excited for the deck, so I can already see a lot of combinations, a lot of if you're in a bad situation, how you can play out of it. So this is my opinion. I think it's really good. There's some things I'm hoping to get new support. So far there is a grade 0 left spot that has not been revealed. There's a grade 1 spot that has not been revealed for the clan boost yet. Hopefully it's either a card that searches for this guy or Stride Fodder for this guy, something like that, or maybe even a grade 1 that like gets an attack or something like that. And then hopefully the other grade 0 will be a blue wave trigger. I would like to see a blue wave trigger, maybe something that goes back to deck or something interesting, because I would love to see more support this. I love Blue Wave Dragon. He's my man. I love him, but gotta love that tie. I'm happy though they kept the tie. Just my personal opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've been rambling on for a while now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe for more content. I have a few more deck profiles coming up, and I have some more gameplay I'm going to hopefully get into you guys. And as we say, it's starting out. Have a good day.